People say New Year's Eve is about fresh starts, new resolutions, new lives. But no one ever talks about the things that don't carry over into the new year. The people who disappear in between the countdowns. This happened to me years ago. And every December 31st since then. I'm reminded that some doors don't close when the year changes. The road, slow burn. It was past midnight when we left the party. Snow had fallen earlier that evening. Not enough to cancel plans, just enough to turn every road into a gamble. The streets were empty in that eerie, post-celebration way, like the world had gone quiet all at once. My girlfriend at the time was asleep beside me. The heater was blasting. Music low. Eyes burning from exhaustion. 10 minutes from home. That's when I saw her. She wasn't crossing the street. She wasn't waving for help. She was standing dead center in the road, facing my headlights. I slammed the brakes before my brain could even catch up. And then I saw what she was holding. A knife. Not small. Not subtle. A long kitchen blade hanging loosely at her side. Her face was twisted, mouth open, eyes wet, like she was screaming or crying or both, but no sound reached me through the glass. I swerved. The second I did, she lunged forward. I heard metal scrape. Then the tires lost traction. Ice. The car spun. We stopped facing the opposite direction. Which meant we were now facing her. She was limping toward us, knife still in hand, illuminated by the headlights like a spotlight meant only for her. She screamed again, not words, just raw noise. Something animal. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. She got closer. 10 feet. 5. Instinct finally kicked in. I hit the gas. The tires spun uselessly, then caught. I thought we were free. I was wrong. She appeared on the hood like she'd been pulled there. The car jolted violently. Her hand slammed against the windshield. Then the knife. Again. 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 Each strike sent vibrations through the glass, spiderweb cracks blooming inches from my face. Her eyes locked onto mine. No rage. No fear. Just emptiness. I swerved violently. Once. Twice. On the third turn, she lost her grip. I watched her roll off the hood and hit the pavement, hard. She didn't move. We didn't stop. The guilt. The car damage was minimal. Cracked glass. Deep scratches. No blood. That part haunted me the most. I checked the news for weeks afterward. No reports. No missing person. Nothing. It was like she never existed. My girlfriend never wanted to talk about it. Said we did what we had to do. But something about her indifference unsettled me more than the woman on the road. Some things shouldn't be forgotten that easily. Years later, reset. Years passed. New city. New life. New Year's Eve again, this time in New York. Crowded rooftop. Cold air. Music echoing between buildings. That's where I see her. Standing alone by the bar. She introduced herself with a smile like we'd known each other forever. Her name was Maitreyi. We talked. Danced. Kissed at midnight. She came home with me. She told me things, small details people don't usually make up. Her birthday. Her cats. Where she grew up. We fell asleep together. When I woke up, she was gone. The door was still locked. No exits. No explanation. Just absence. The call. That afternoon, I called my best friend overseas. Different country. Different time zone. He sounded shaken. He told me he met a girl on New Year's Eve. Same name. Same details. Same face. He had photos. The timestamps didn't lie. She was with him. And with me? On the same night. 12 hours apart. An impossible distance. We searched for her. No records. No social media. No trace. Then I remembered the woman on the road. The empty eyes. The silence. And it hit me. Some people don't move forward with the year. Some stay behind. Caught between moments. Waiting. The pattern. After that night, Garrett and I made a rule. We didn't talk about her on calls. Didn't joke about it. Didn't speculate. Because every time we did, something strange followed. Once, after a long conversation about her, Garrett told me his apartment door had been unlocked in the morning, even though he was certain he'd locked it before bed. Another time, I woke up on January 2nd to find a faint smear on my bathroom mirror. Not a handprint. More like someone had leaned close to the glass. And breathed. I told myself it was condensation. I told myself I was reaching. But deep down, I knew better. The search. Curiosity eventually won. I started digging. Not Google searches, those were useless, but public records, archived art forums, old mural photos from San Diego, abandoned Instagram accounts. I found one thing. A photo from over a decade ago. A half-finished mural under a freeway overpass. The signature in the corner read. MIA****. I zoomed in. The style was wrong, frantic, almost violent brushstrokes. And painted into the background. Barely visible unless you adjusted the contrast. Was a date. Dec 31****. No year. Just that. The connection. That's when I remembered something I hadn't thought about in years. The woman on the road. The way she appeared out of nowhere. The way she moved impossibly fast. The way there was no blood. I started wondering something I didn't want to wonder. What if she wasn't trying to kill us? What if she was trying to stop us? The old story. I called my father. He rarely talks about the past, but when I mentioned New Year's Eve, he went quiet. Then he told me a story I'd never heard before. Years ago, before I was born, he and a friend were staying at a lodge in Vermont. New Year's Eve. Snow falling. A frozen lake. Just before midnight, a flash of light came from across the lake. Silent. Blinding. His friend swore he saw someone out there, standing on the ice. Against all logic, he went outside. My father followed. They heard a voice. Not shouting. Not calling. Just, waiting. Final revelation, ending. I don't celebrate New Year's anymore. But if you do. If you're driving late at night. If the road suddenly looks empty. And you see someone standing perfectly still in your headlights. Don't swerve. Don't stop. And whatever you do, don't look into her eyes. Because she isn't trying to hurt you. She's trying to come with you. That was the last New Year's Eve my dad ever spent there. He never explained why. ## Part 11, The Theory. Garrett and I finally said it out loud. What if she only exists between years? Not alive. Not dead. A fixed point. Appearing wherever the old year and the new one overlap. Roads. Rooftops. Frozen lakes. Places of transition. Places where people are moving forward. The warning. Last year, Garrett sent me a message on December 30th. Just one sentence. I dreamed of her last night. She wasn't smiling anymore. I didn't respond. At midnight, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. No text. Just a photo. A street. Snow. Headlights in the distance. Taken from the middle of the road.